money's cool, money's essential in a lot of ways, but a lot of what's going to kind of keep you going in terms of like kind of doing the extra stuff you need to be really good at what you do is kind of the non-monetary business, right? Whether it's like the fulfillment you get from like helping students along, you're like helping them solve this, you're like helping them along their career path, whatever it is, right? Like that's a big part of I think what probably drives most of us up here. If you're an academic, it's also kind of your research, but I think that's like separate and personal from that. And I think just, you know, when I do have to teach, being able to connect with students, like that's a big kind of thing. Like, you know, I don't know how many, just Asian American kind of professors you've had here at UC Davis, but especially then too also like how many Filipino professors have you had here at Davis? And so that's also kind of like a motivating thing. Like, you know, it'd be good to have kind of more faces in the classroom do the teaching, not just kind of sitting in the audience. So for me, despite kind of all the struggles and maybe I'm not going to make a lot of money, who knows if I'll get a job, like that kind of, that end goal of like not only for me myself, I'm going to be a professor, but, you know, kind of also have this opportunity to represent kind of the community and kind of be like another face. And like, so if the youth, like if you guys are out in the audience and stuff, you can say, well, okay, maybe it's not so crazy that I'd like to be a professor, and it's not so crazy that I'm not going to be a nurse or, you know, whatever it is. It's like kind of positioning myself to view kind of what I do as an option for people who maybe didn't think that it was an option for them before.
Yeah, I definitely agree with all of that.
Give me some support here.
I agree too. You know, it is fulfillment. I think a lot of it for me, the reason why I stick around and the reason why I still do it is because I do enjoy the autonomy. As I said, I'm pretty much my own boss, and my own actual bosses and supervisors, they hardly ever come to me with anything. You know, they kind of just trust me to run my own show, and I really do like that aspect of the job, especially when you have your own office that you work out of. I mean, doors open all the time, but when people do come by and see that I'm working with students, or see that I'm typing away on my computer, or anything, or even if I have Netflix playing in the background or something like that, you know, it's just I think it's just the peace of mind knowing that, you know, here I am, I can still do all this work, I can still, you know, help students and, you know, help them progress through college and, you know, help address the issues that they are currently going through or anything like that, you know, but at the same time, you know, I make my workspace fun, where, you know, I don't want to be strictly work, no play. You know, like I really do enjoy having the aspect of having something playing in the back. I can't work in silence, let's say it like that. And it drives me crazy when I'm just by myself and it's absolutely quiet and I'm trying to do work. Silence is my greatest distraction. So I always have something going on. And the fact that, you know, when students do come in and just want to hang out in the office, that's the other great part about it, because it kind of just lets you know that, wow, I just created a space here that students perfectly comfortable just lying right here on the sofa, listening to whatever they want on their headphones, and then just you know, doing their homework whenever they feel like it inside my own office, you know. So that's the other aspect of it that I really do enjoy. It's just that I love my job, I love working with the students, but I love the fact that students will feel absolutely comfortable around me knowing that I'm working and they're just sitting in the back like checking their Instagram or doing their homework or something like that. You know, I just really do like that whole idea that they're completely comfortable around me and to act completely natural and not have to worry about me making any kind of judgment calls or anything like that.
Yeah, it's the students. Working with all of you, working with a lot of the students that I've encountered in my, 2 years in my grad program, and now this being my second year of my role here, like, it's the students. And then it's also like the variety of the day-to-day operations and how every day looks different and every year looks different. So being in the SRC now, the second year, well, actually, no, not even the second year, like so I was an intern for the SRC, I was staff for 2 years, so this being like my 5th year being part of SRC staff, every year has been different. Every year is a learning experience, and I think that's really cool that I can be in the same department and still like learn a ton of different things, and learn a lot more about myself and about my working style, and then plus like so I finished my first full cycle working here at the SRC and saw a lot of my students graduating, a lot of SRC staff graduating, saw them grow and develop in a lot of different ways. developed really close and deep relationships with them, who I still talk to them even though they've moved away, done different things. They catch me up on their lives. They're like, yeah, I'm doing this thing now. And I'm like, that's so cool. Like, I'm so proud of them. So I think it's just really cool to see other people grow while I'm growing.